watching the Big Dog Postgame Show, brought to you by Viener Foregates and the Big Dog himself, Rick Jacklich, at the Jacklich Law Group.
Good evening from Xfinity Center. This is the Big Dog Postgame Show. Maryland 83, Ohio State 59. For the first 15 or 17 minutes, guys, that was as good as I've ever seen Maryland play. I'm Wayne Viener, Mason Viener, James Gist. Bruce is away on travel this week. Guys, I know it was an offensive night, but I got to start with James. The defense made this all possible.
I mean, the defense was very suffocating. You got to think the whole first half, Wayne, they went 17 points, I think it was. They didn't even get to the 20-point mark for Ohio State. So Maryland showed real tenacity. They showed that they could be identity for them. You know, defensively, just going to the conference play and to get a winning, convincing win like this is huge.
Basically, that first 20 minutes was miraculous.
Yeah, I mean, you saw, I think it come together for Kevin Willard. The defense that he's known for, the guys that he went and got into the portal and the points they can produce. And then this team, it's not always the cleanest look on offense, but when the ball goes in the basket, everybody looks good.
That is the best play in the game as the ball goes in the basket. You were concerned, we talked about the game, that there just weren't enough assists for all those points.
Yeah, I mean, it was a lot of points. I mean, the name of the game is the first to win. So you got to score the basketball in order to win. But the way we were producing points tonight, it seemed like, you know, it was a luck of the draw. The ball was going in the night, the basket was just huge. But it wasn't being, you know, through the extra passes, I guess, and facilitate more offense. I mean, we scored 80-something points, and I think it could have easily been well into the hundreds had we had maybe 18 and 20 assists. And that's no knock. You know, you're going to have games like this. It's just something that you look at. The ball didn't move as much, and we still scored 80 points. So imagine what happened to get to assists after 18 and 20 games.
Yeah, I think when it comes to that, right, the other thing is you always have to work to, as Mike Loxley says, headbutt the finish line. And tonight, the energy, I mean, the fans started to leave, the energy kind of came out of the ball, but Tafari Gapare brings it nonstop. He is the definition of the juice player this team needs.
Gapare as an energy bunny, I mean, you saw that. It had to make you feel good watching a guy that size with that skill set.
I mean, to set the game off for me was when he got that pump fake in the corner and went for the basket, 1-2 dribbles and dunk.
Yeah.
You know,
we have that video right here behind you. That was impressive. For me, it was just like, you know, he went ahead and did that, then he comes down the next play, gets a three. You know, that's an energy guy right there. He can do a lot of things that can spark the energy plays, like what Mason was talking about at the end of the game, where fans started to leave and things like this. You know, you throw Gapare in there for alley-oop play, things like that to set it off. Yeah. So you mentioned, I know it's a little apropos of being in a basketball court. You mentioned Mike Loxley. It was a hell of a day for Maryland football, wasn't it?
It sure was. You know, you closed out consensus top 30 class, ranked as high as 21st. And then the big guys, you know, you're bringing in linemen. They're probably not going to play this coming year, but the man himself, Grandma King, Malik Washington, was here in the building tonight. He's a potential game changer for the football program, and the trajectory keeps going up and up and up in this community, even after a down year.
I'm actually excited about football and an unexpectedly fantastic basketball win. We'll be back in a moment after word from Viener X and from Rick Jacklich, the Big Dog himself, Maryland 83, Ohio State 59.
That our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land?
Viener X is the new face of Viener Foregates.
Tech support fuels your business growth.
Making your company work is our #1 priority.
Viener X is here to make your company work. Call us at 877-797-8776 or send us an email, servicedesk@vienerx.com.
Hi, I'm Rick Jacklich, and I'm here with another big dog, Coach Kevin Willard. coach of our Maryland Terrapins. Coach, we're looking for a giant year from our Terps.
We're looking forward to a great year here in Maryland. But I hear you're coming off an all-time great year at your law firm with some amazing awards.
We've been very blessed, Coach, without a doubt. The awards this year include Best Civil Litigation Firm in the entire state of Maryland, Best Malpractice Law Firm in the entire state. That goes along with our other awards we've won over the years, including Best Personal Injury Trial Law Firm in the entire country. But it's not just me, Coach. It's every one of the lawyers in the law firm.
That's why we love you, Rick. So Terp fans, if your family's injured in a car crash, you'd be barking mad not to call Rick and the Big Dogs at the Jacklich Law Group at 855-BIG-DOG-1. And just tell them Coach sent you.
Thanks, Coach. And Terp fans, show your support for our coach and our basketball team and all the athletes at Maryland. Buy season tickets to come watch the Terps. And most of all,
Go Terps!
I have Maryland pride. I'm Joseph Smith, and I have Maryland pride. I'm Walt Wilson, and I have Maryland pride. I'm Warren Dixon, and I have Maryland pride. I'm Lynn Elmore, and I have Maryland pride. I'm Lefty Purcell, and I have Maryland pride. Has got career win number 600. I'm Gary Williams, and I have Maryland pride. I'm Jameer Young, and I have Maryland pride. Triple to the win. I'm number 2, and I have Maryland pride. I'm Tevin Herter, and I have Maryland pride. I'm Andrew Howard Jones, and I have Maryland pride. I'm James Smith, and I have Maryland pride. I'm Aaron Wiggins, and I have Maryland pride. Go Terps. I'm Bruno Fernandez, and I have Maryland. What's up, Terps? I'm Brady Vasquez, and I have Maryland pride.
Xfinity Center. You mentioned the difference from where Marquette ended up to where they are now. How does that journey seem to you?
I mean, it seems that they just been really working hard. You know, after that loss, it was really tough because they grinded it out. You know, we lost that game, I think, at the end off with some free throws, and I think since then they've had some games where they've had a chance to rebuild, build their confidence up with some big wins the past couple games, and then they got a big road win against Villanova, which was huge on the neutral court. And I think that just shows, along with tonight's dominating victories, that Maryland has very strong potential to be a big team, you know, throughout this year. As long as they continue to beat up the inside on a lot of teams with the paint, and they knock down shots, man. They got shooters, they got playmakers, we have bigs, and defensively, we can be a real issue. So I think that's something that could be an identity for us going forward this year.
Jacoby Gillespie, Derek Queen, they lead the score sheet. What do you make of Gillespie and his 23 points?
I mean, I think you're seeing the guy as advertised right now. He can fill up the bucket for the Terps. He's an energy guy, and that's really what I'm starting to buy into with this team. Is you look at, you know, just the way he plays. He kind of floats out there. It's not the most traditional point guard. You really still have to work to get that ball down low to Juju and Derek Queen. But if you look at Maryland's successful teams over the past 10 years, it's been with guys like Jacoby Gillespie at the point guard who can score it. And then, I mean, Derek Queen, what just a treat to watch here as a player. I mean, the guy is just nonstop motor, too. There at the end of the game when things kind of fell off, he just goes bully ball. He scores for you inside. He can handle the ball from the outside. His vision, insane for a guy who's a freshman.
You mentioned trying to get him a little bit off of the elbow and let him just get it into the post. How does that look to you as a coach?
For me, he's their best playmaker right now. I mean, no offense to Rice and Gillespie and the way that these guys are playing. They're playing extremely well this year, but the offense just flows so much smoother when Queen touches the ball. You put him in a 4-out, 1-in set, where you have Gapari on the baseline or Reese on the baseline, and you put Queen in the middle of that to be able to hit shooters or take his man one-on-one, or they step up like he did with the alley-oop pass to Gapari at the end. That's simple basketball. And the game of basketball is very simple. And as a coach, that's what you want to see. You don't want to make it difficult to score. Those are easy plays, and Queen is very capable of making those plays.
Close with this. You spent a couple minutes with Terp legend Bravis Vasquez. What did you guys say to each other?
It's just good to see each other after so long, man. I know he's been done for a while. I'm just finishing up from a 16-year career, so to cross paths again here at the home court where we played 2 years together, it's great energy. Always good to see him.
All right. For James Gist, for Mason, I'm Wayne Viener. Thanks for watching. Once again, Maryland all over Ohio State. We will see you after the St. Francis game on the 17th. Good evening.